National Guard troops on American soil deployed not in response to a national disaster or foreign threat, but to protest. And now the administration says more cities could be next. Let's take a step back, because what we're witnessing isn't just a headline, it's a turning point. In the United States, protest isn't just legal, it's foundational, protected by the First Amendment, expected, even when the people believe their government isn't living up to its promise. And yet, this week, the White House warned that if demonstrations over immigration raids spread beyond Los Angeles, National Guard troops may be deployed in other U.S. cities. Think about that. We're talking about one of the largest uses of military force against civilians on U.S. soil in modern memory. The Defense Secretary says troops could be surged wherever so-called riots threaten law enforcement. The White House press secretary labeled peaceful demonstrations as left-wing lawlessness, and the president, he promised equal or greater force if protests continue. And here's what's missing from all of that tough talk. No distinction was made between peaceful protests and violent acts. None. That's not just sloppy, it's dangerous. And what makes this even more jarring, all of this is unfolding in the same week the administration is staging a massive military parade in Washington. Tanks, helicopters, army parachutists. Why? To mark what they're calling a celebration of American strength. Meanwhile, protesters are organizing a counter-demonstration under the banner No King's Day. Let's talk about symbolism, because it matters. When expressions of dissent are met with force, not dialogue, when protesters are treated as enemies, not citizens, when the military is both flexed abroad and turned inward at home in the same week, that's not just politics, that's a warning. As someone who wears the uniform, I took an oath to support and defend the Constitution, not any party, not any president, the Constitution. That includes the right to protest, the right to assemble, the right to be heard, even when what's being said makes people uncomfortable. And while I have to be mindful of how I speak because of the position I'm in, I can say this. The strength of a democracy isn't tested by how it handles agreement. It's tested by how it handles dissent, by how it treats those who speak up when it's unpopular, by how it responds to protests, not just celebration. And what we're seeing right now, it should give all of us pause. Because once you normalize military force in response to protests, once you blur the lines between security and suppression, it doesn't just affect the people in the streets today. It sets a precedent for everyone tomorrow. This isn't about left or right. This is about the soul of democracy. And the question we should all be asking is, what kind of country are we becoming if protest becomes a threat and power becomes the only answer? If you found this important, share it, stay informed, and stay engaged. My link tree is in my bio. Follow me on all socials. Stay informed. Stay safe.